Hi, I'm David with General Air. When you're setting up your shop at home, a great question is, do I get a MIG welder or a TIG welder, or do I get one of those new multiple process machines? What's the difference between MIG and TIG? Well, today we're going to look at two different projects. One we'll use TIG on and the other we'll use MIG on, and we'll talk about the benefits of both. Here are four great options for your fab shop. Depending if you're doing a TIG project or a MIG project, let's take a look at each of these machines and talk about their benefits. This is the Miller Diversion 180. If my project's centered around thin stainless steel or thin sheet metal or aluminum, especially the thinner aluminum, I would pick a pure TIG machine like this Diversion, because it's going to outperform the MIG in that small, very detailed stuff, and it's going to get me very high quality welds. This is the Miller Matic 211, one of the most popular MIG machines out on the market today. If the projects that I was working on in my garage focused in around that 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch material, I needed a lot more weld and I wanted to get my welds done faster than a TIG weld, I would choose this pure MIG machine. Now, that's not to say we can't weld thin material, we certainly can. You can get all the way down to 24 gauge of that auto body. But for the thick stuff, doing 1/4 inch plate, you get it done a lot quicker with a MIG welder. This is the Matic 200 made by Miller Electric. This is the Power MIG 140 MP made by Lincoln Electric. They're both multiple process machines. What do we mean by that? Well, they can MIG weld, they can stick weld, they can TIG weld. So we've been talking about the difference between MIG and TIG. Well, now we don't have to choose. We can buy a machine that does both. Now, the Matic comes in at a little under $3,000, where the 140 MP is right at $1,000. What's the price difference between these two machines? Well, it really comes down to performance. This Matic 200 is 110 and 220, so you can get more amperage out of it. Amperage, we know, drives penetration, so we can weld some thicker material with it. The 140 MP is stuck at that 110 input voltage, so you can really only tap out at 140 amps. But for a lot of people, 140 amps is totally suffice. If my project's centered around 3/16 material and under, I'm talking steel, stainless steel, and maybe aluminum if I'm going to put an aluminum spool gun on this, then I would choose this 140 MP, made by, of course, a reputable brand in Lincoln, but it doesn't have that premium price that the Matic does. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if my projects go up to that 1/4 inch, maybe even 5/16 range, then I would go on to get myself into the Matic 200. I'd just get a little bit more performance out of this machine than this machine. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed our video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see what we're doing or see what we're up to, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks so much.